As you can see, it is a lovely, amazing spring day. I'm just going to get a check here. Can you actually hear me? Okay. Okay, so I've got my AV support crew here. I think I am live at the moment. Hopefully people can actually hear me. I'm going to be telling you about what we've been doing today. We got in the car this morning and we actually left at like 5:15, my daughter and I, and we were on the road very, very early. And yeah, we sort of saw the sun coming up, and I've got a camera full of cars. The main reason we were coming here is because I actually come down here to Stanthorpe, where this time last year, like in August last year, the cherry blossom or the peach flowers and the plum flowers were out. Unfortunately, we've got down here this year, and the really pretty pink flowers that I love, they're not out yet. They're like probably 2 or 3 weeks away. So it must have been a cold winter, or maybe last year was a really warm winter. So there you go. So they have got some nice pretty white blossoms and stuff out. But yeah, the main pink ones, which are over there, the other side of the bridge, yeah, they're not out yet, which is a bit of a bummer. As you can see behind me here, there's some kind of creek, river, stream. I don't know, you can hear the beautiful birds. There's lots of lovely sort of flowers and trees out. Like I said, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous spring day. I'll show you some of the photos I've taken so far. So one of the cameras I picked this time, I haven't used this camera for probably like 12 or 18 months, but is I'm competing with the birds here for the microphone. Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, can you just like say, yes, we can hear you in the chat, and then my AV support crew should be able to pick that up. But I'll show you some of the photos I've taken. So here is the first one. I've got Instax Q. Yes, Matthew Joseph, yeah, you can hear me. The technology works, amazing. So here is the first photo. This is from my Instax SQ6. The SQ6 is probably the best Instax square camera you can buy. Unfortunately, they discontinued it and they brought the SQ1 out. I think it's the SQ1, it's a bag of crap. Don't buy the SQ1, try and get an SQ6. It is a really nice camera. I haven't used mine for ages, but look at that. Beautiful old abandoned bus there. There's this kind of like old gas station, old petrol station called the Maryvale Roadhouse. Always stop there. Nathan McGee, who is a fellow Southeast Queenslander, he knows exactly the place I mean. We stopped there today, and there were 2 buses there. Like there's never ever been buses there. But now the old service station has buses parked there. Don't know what's going on. So usually here you would actually see like there's a petrol bowser there, and you would actually see like the old abandoned roadhouse sort of crumbling down. But now there's a big bus parked there. And the bus actually says Stradbroke Island, which is weird because anyone knows Queensland, Stradbroke Island is not really near this old roadhouse. And then we stopped at another old petrol bowser here. My daughter was very patient. Look at that, that looks great. Instax, bang, right out the bag. Colors look fantastic. This is another petrol bowser near Applethorpe. So I've been having fun with the Instax SQ6. I've also taken some Polaroids, my friends. Now people want to watch me walk around and take Polaroids. Unfortunately, due to constraints, it's not always possible. However, I'm going to show you some ones I took earlier. So this is back at the Maryvale again. Here is a nice Polaroid there. There's a bit of light leaks on these Polaroids because I actually swapped the pack out one day. I took it out in a dark bag and put a different pack in. And so there's a bit of light leak there, but it's not too bad, it's pretty good. Here's one of some nice fields, country sort of shed. There was actually a big massive sign next to that shed, but I framed it so you couldn't see the big sign. And here again is that petrol bowser. So there we go, very, very nice. And I'll show you the cameras I've got. Okay, I've got a lot of cameras here. Light leak works. Yeah, it looks okay. I'm glad you can actually see it. It's so bright, I can barely see what I'm doing. Now, I'm glad Matthew Joseph is watching because I'm going to show you the cameras I've got with me. I've just got to duck down and get them, guys. Hang on. So, this absolute monster. I have been scared of this camera. I've been scared of this camera for so long. I bought this 5 years ago off someone. He said to me, hey, do you want to buy, I was buying some Fujifilm Natura off him. And he said, hey, do you want to buy a Bronica SQ-A? And I'm like, oh, no, man, I got a Rolleiflex, got my 6x6 covered, don't shoot 6x6 a lot. But then he said, it's only like, I think he sold it for me for like 350 Australian dollars, which is about Bronica, which is about 200 US dollars. And it come with 2 lenses, come with the big 90, I think it's a 90-degree viewfinder, come with 2 backs. So I've got Ektar in there at the moment. You know, I've got to remember to take the dark slide out every time I take a photo. So it's a bit of a learning curve. I've got Pro 400 in the other back. I was going to take some pretty flower shots on the Pro 400H. But for the moment, I'm just using the old Ektar. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've got the grip here so you can sort of wind it on that way. And yeah, have a lot of fun 6x6. Hopefully these shots will turn out. On to the next camera. Hang on, I've got to duck down again. Sorry, other bag. My daughter is actually wondering at this stage, my daughter's wondering who's actually watching this crap. But I'm sure there's people watching. There's 3 or 4 live viewers, and I'm sure people will watch it afterwards. There's 3, it's only 3. She's bringing me back to earth. There's 4 now, there's 4. So in this camera here, this is the camera that Lucy Lumen borrowed off me, the Olympus Pen FT with the wonderful 40 1.4 lens. As you can see, I've got a filter on there. I've got an orange filter because I have Kodak EIR infrared film in there. I bought it off eBay about 2 years ago. I have no idea if the film's any good. It could have been sitting in someone's garage or someone's shed. So I don't actually know if the film's any good. It could be toast. You pinned me on the Sunny 16 Discord, thank you, sir. So I don't know if the aerochrome, well, it's aerochrome, it's EIR, color infrared film. I unloaded it in the dark and everything. So I bought this camera because it doesn't have any infrared lights in, so it's not going to ruin the color infrared film. And the meter was working in this when Lucy Lumen gave it back to me. The meter's not working anymore, so I've had a bit of, had a few issues. Been using my phone meter today, using this. I have no idea whether these are going to turn out or not, but I am shooting half frame, so I've got 72 goes at getting it right. But yeah, there you go, Pen FT with the Kodak EIR color infrared film in, so that's a bit of fun. I've got my Polaroid SLR, what is it? SLR 680. Actually, you know what? When I go take a photo, don't go away. Hey? Hi, Anthony. Hello. I'm getting little messages from my support crew. I'm going to take one, trust Lucy. Well, I gave it to Lucy and it was working, and then she hadn't touched it, then it stopped working, and then it started working again for her whole entire roll, and then she gave it back to me and it stopped working again. I think the meter is just a bit dodgy. I'm going to go take a Polaroid now, and I'll do another 10 minutes of chat, and then we'll have a look at the Polaroid. Hang on, bear with me. Here we go. You probably can still hear me because I've got a microphone on. There's not that much to take around here, but there is a nice tree. Lovely looking tree. Oh, am I wasting a shot here, guys? No, I won't. Here we go. This is a nice shot. Okay, there we go. You should be able to hear the nice sound of the Polaroid. And you're about to see my lovely face. I'm back. So there we go. There is the Polaroid. I've just taken it. I'm shielding it from the light. It's actually lovely down here. There's a lot of families here, people camping. Stanthorpe was actually booked out this weekend because we had the Queen's, the Queen's morning public holiday on Thursday, so people took the Friday off. All the accommodation down here was booked out over the weekend, which is why we've come down for the day. We're gonna keep looking around here. We might go to the old railway bridge if we can find that, get some apple pie, and then Fanta can. We're gonna get some apple pie and then head home. Now, up next, just for Matthew Joseph, I have got the Fanta cam. I've got the Fanta cam loaded up with some sweet Agfa 400 film. It's probably Fuji film, but like it's Agfa. So what you do here is with this is a wonderful gift my friend Matthew Joseph gave me. Looks like a drink, but actually is a Fanta cam. And it's really cool. You wind it on by doing that. Okay, so it's loaded now. I'll take a photo here of the beautiful river behind me. My daughter's looking at me going, what is this guy doing? Is this what my dad does for fun? Okay, here we go. Yeah, this looks nice. Got a nice reflection. There we go, hear that sound. So there you go, the Fanta cam. The Fanta cam is in play. I think I've taken about 5 pictures with the Fanta cam. I've also got my Fujifilm Class S, one of my favorite cameras. I've got this loaded up with Velvia 50. I've actually got like four or five rolls of Velvia, never shot it, and I've kind of been waiting for a special occasion to shoot it. I thought the pink flowers down here would be wonderful. No pink flowers, but I've got some Velvia loaded up in there, and yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next camera now. Hang on. Someone's having a good time over there. Next camera is the Konica Big Mini. No, yay, no pink flowers. Got the Konica Big Mini. In the Konica Big Mini, I have the Ektachrome 64T. It's a tungsten-based 64-speed film, Ektachrome. I'm gonna get that cross-processed in C41 chems. Of course, we have the cross-processing comp. It's still kind of going. You should have your entry in by now, if not in the next week. Matthew Joseph and I have done the first round of judging. We did that on Thursday night. I've got to sort of edit it together because I'm a cheapo. I've only got the free Zoom, so we've got 4 different audio files I got to piece together in Audition, and that should be out in the next few days, hopefully. So look out for that on the Matt Loves Cameras podcast feed. Yeah, so that would be a lot of fun. Hopefully I wasn't too offensive. Was I offensive in that, Matthew? I said there's a few risque things we spoke about. Anyway, I'll keep going with the cameras. Okay, my daughter's laughing at me. What other cameras do I have? I have my, oh, almost dropped it. Oh, crap, dropped another camera. What am I doing? Got my Fujifilm, what is it? X100V, very lovely camera. I almost bought this as an afterthought, but I thought, yeah, I better bring some digital as well. So I got my X100V. I think next time I come down here, if I come down in 2 or 3 weeks to see those pink flowers, I think I will bring more digital cameras because I do like a big zoom, and I've seen a lot of things off the side of the road that you'll need a zoom for. So I think I'll bring my my XT4 and my 50-140 next time. I've also got the bad influence of Lucy Lumen. I've got my digicam here. It makes a lovely little sound here. Take a picture of my daughter. No, okay. Take a picture out there. Doesn't really matter with digicams, does it? You take a million photos. There we go, take one, take another one. So that's pretty cool. I might do a little review of this. It's only 5 megapixels, so it kind of gets in there for the vintage digicam vibe. What else have I got? Oh, I've got so many cameras. I've got my Contax TVS. I'm to frame 26 on that. So that's a nice little camera. I don't know if I want to keep it though. Like, I don't know. I'm not really into zoom point and shoots that much. It is a lovely camera. It's kind of heavy, you know what I mean? Made of titanium and all that. And let me just have a look. I think that's it. I think that is all the cameras I have. So let's see. Where did I put that Polaroid I was just showing you? Where did I put it? I don't even know where I put the Polaroid now. Hang on. I will show you that. Is it developed yet? No, it's not quite developed yet. Here's another one I took. I forgot about it. It was in my bag. That's like a close-up of a petrol Bowser. That looks pretty good. I'll show you this leaf one. This is like some nice leaf in a tree, but it's not fully developed yet. There's a lot of light at the top of it. I think there's a bit of a light leak on that pack when I swapped them in, swapped them out. You got to be careful when you do that. Obviously I didn't do it that well. But yeah, no, like some of these look, you know, like this one here, for example, this looks really nice. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the old Polaroids. And also, look at these. I love these little square Instax. They are fantastic. I want to use this a lot more, this Instax Square. It's a bit more basic, you know, like you don't have the nice, when you press the Polaroid, you can see things coming in out of focus. The Instax is a bit more, you know, not quite as advanced as that, but it's still a lot of fun. Are there any questions from the audience before I go? Hello. I've been talking so long, I'm actually getting quite tired. It's getting really warm. It was really quite chilly this morning. My daughter still has, sorry? It was 9 degrees this morning. It's 9 degrees this morning, which is very chilly for us. But it's probably about 14 or 15 now, and it's quite very warm.
Dad,
yeah.
Matthew said,
how many cameras? So I got my Bronica SQ-A, Polaroid, my Instax SQ6. I got the Fanta cam. I got the Olympus Pen FT. I got the Contax TVS. I got the digicam. I got the X100V. I got the Class S. I got the Konica Big Mini. I think that's it. I think I got 10 plus iPhone. So I think I got 10 cameras, and that's only because we are like living out the car for today. You know, we're getting in and out the car all the time because I've got the Bronica in a big, like a plastic tub. The correct answer is too many. I do have too many cameras. I do absolutely have too many cameras. But I think what we're going to do now is, my daughter's had a nice breakfast, so she's not hungry, but we might go for a little walk along the river. There are those lovely little white blossomy blooms down there. There's lots of bees. A bee just went around my head. And yeah, I hope you guys are having fun. Yeah, it's a lovely weekend for taking pictures. I can't wait to get my latest lot of pictures off to the lab. Probably send off 6 or 7 rolls tomorrow, maybe 7 or 8. And yeah, I've filmed 2 new videos for my YouTube on Friday. So there'll be one about Polaroids coming hopefully in the next 48 hours if I get my you-know-what together. And then there's another one where I'm going to be going through my Agent Shadow results of my Agent Shadow film, which of course is the Cosmo Photo black and white film, which were they're a bit dodgy.
Matt, so tell us about your live setup.
Tell me about my live setup. So I've got my Manfrotto tripod. This is the tripod I use for when I use my SX70, doing long exposures. I also use this tripod for when I'm doing my videos in the house. So I've got my tripod here. I've got my iPhone, and I've also got the Rode Wireless Go 2. So that's one end's plugged in, it's like a little transmitter. One's plugged into the iPhone and the other one is plugged into my derriere kind of thing. Not plugged into my derriere, but it's plugged around the back of my pocket. My daughter's laughing at me. So I've got the other one here. So that's why, hopefully the audio sounds pretty good. That's the other one there. I don't want to knock it too much, but that's the other one there. But I actually wanted to set up in the shade over there. But my daughter vetoed that because she couldn't sit down anywhere. It's actually really hot and I'm so white that even when it's 15 degrees, I'm going to get sunburnt here today. So there you go. I've got to lug all this stuff back to the car now. Hopefully we'll find some nice little farms to take some photos of, or some nice cheese factories or apple farms. Get some nice pictures of the white flowers. And that's it. I hope you guys have a good day. Get out there and shoot some film. And I'm going to turn this off. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. How do you turn it off? No.